keeping more what you make really comes down to four main I's. The first one is the IRS. We find that small business owners overpay the government 93% of the time. So I'd like to just have you keep that money and stop tipping the government. The second I is interest. If someone has more than one loan, they have an 80% chance that they're paying a higher interest rate than they need to. Starting to give you really practical steps on that. The third thing, or the third I, is investments. And I think it's a critical time right now because the market is at a pretty high amount of money for the value that it's actually providing. I think it's going to be a big transfer of wealth coming up, and I want to make sure that you don't lose money. Because by the way, when they say that you lose money in the market, you don't lose money, you transfer it to someone else. It doesn't just like evaporate and go out in the woods and no one ever sees it again. It's purely a transfer of wealth. I want to make sure you're on the right side of that. But in the investment side, a lot of it's non-performing fees, hidden commissions, like a lot of investment drag. And usually it's talked about in percentages. And the problem with percentages is they're kind of misleading. Like if you had 100 grand and you invest it for 30 years and you somehow miraculously get 10% a year every single year, that 100 grand grows to 1.74 million. That sounds awesome. But what if there was some fees associated with that were just like legal fees, admin fees, 12B1 fees, which are marketing fees that go on your investments, and you only earn 9.2%? 9.2 sounds pretty good, pretty close. It only grows to 1.4 million. It's a $340,000 difference to the bottom line. So I want to talk about actual dollars and cents and make sure you know how to be more of a financial detective to find those dollars. And then the fourth I is everyone's favorite topic of insurance. Now, we won't spend a lot of time on insurance. That was meant to be funny. It wasn't that funny, but I'll cue you when I'm telling a joke if you don't get it, or I just don't deliver it well. So insurance is a lot of times about like duplicate coverages, improper structure. It's not as much like, did you choose the right company necessarily? I just see that there's a lot of people transferring inconsequential risk. Inconsequential risk is anything that you can write a check for right now and go to sleep tonight and not worry too much about it. That's an inconsequential risk. And a lot of the insurance out there, we insure those things, not the catastrophic risks. The catastrophic risks are the kind of things that could be, put a big dent in your legacy or in your finances, or a big, transfer of wealth because it's not handled. So if we can learn to insure the catastrophic, not the inconsequential, you'll keep a lot more of your money.